Sugar Delta 268. This would be Mr. Jeff, would it be? Is that Mr. Jeff on the other end?
A lot of things going on down here and with work and the antenna and bits and pieces there, Larry, but good hearing you out there, mate.
Yeah, right back. Yeah, not a whole lot going on over here. Is that Mr. Jeff over there?
Yeah, QSL, Larry, 100%.
Yeah, I thought I recognized the voice. Yeah, no, not a whole lot going on over here. I've been pretty busy lately. Haven't really been doing I've been doing some talking, but not really a whole lot of talking. But yeah, not a whole. Been doing a lot of working. That's what I've been doing. A little bit of work, and that's about it. Been kind of busy on this side. QSL.
QSL, though, Larry. Yeah, the same this way, mate. Straight after Christmas, it takes a while for us to get back in the swing of things for work, and you live out of the bank until you go back to work out of Christmas. So everything's slow to get going, but now that we're back into the swing of things, it's all good, Larry. I had to take the quad down. It just wasn't working as good as what it should be there. Plus, the long wire for my 80, 40, 20 metre wire, it was getting tangled up in the radials of the quad there, so we had to put this old 5 element back up there, Larry, over.
Oh yeah, they were. Well, I got you about a 5x3 over here. At the moment, about a 5x3 on this side. Well, you know what I'm using. Same setup. Right now it's about 100 whiskeys out right now, but yeah, it's working though. The 5 elements, the Yagi is working. I've been working with antenna on a program that that's right. I told you I had that. Actually, I got a few antenna programs now, but with the one I was talking with you about before, I've been working on another antenna for myself. One that I can get get a lot of bandwidth out of it. You know, it's kind of easy to get the bandwidth out of a Yagi or like a LFA or something like that. You know. Those antennas like that, I don't really have a problem getting the bandwidth out of those. I can pretty much get those to cover all the 11 meter band, but what I was been working on was trying to get a quad to do the same, and it took a long time because I got a lot of hours in this antenna, but I do got one finally figured out that it'll give me the band coverage I'm looking for and a little bit more gain than what I got right now. It's a little bit longer though, but I think I can. I think I got enough room to turn that big thing, but yeah, probably pretty soon I'll be pulling mine down too, but I'll just be going up with one a little bit longer, QSL.
Okay, QSL though, Larry, so what, it's still going to be, I think yours was an 8 element, I can't remember now, but is it still going to be an 8, Larry?
It's going to be a 9. I had to slip another element in there to get the top half of the bandwidth where I wanted it. It's kind of, you know, it drops down pretty low around 27.0 and runs pretty looks pretty decent through most of the 40 channels, and then it starts to climb a little bit towards like 27 400, and it rises up a little bit there, then it drops down again at between 500 and 600. So that was by adding that 9th element in there, it brought it down up this way. So I had to go with about another 10 feet of boom on the total length there. But yeah, this one be putting up pretty soon. So we have 9 wires on it. QSL.
Okay, QSL, the Larry, well, I tell you what, should be a fantastic looking antenna for sure. But I tell you what you got there now, you're swinging a 9, not a problem, mate. Solid 5 and 9, audio Q5 that way, Larry, as well. So yeah, this one's a lot better up around the 500 mark. This antenna, it's an old program that he gave me on an old 5 element Yagi. I think it's only about 26 feet long. It's not very big, but yeah, the quad I had wasn't doing the job, and I got the wires all tangled up in the long wire there one afternoon, so we had to pull it down and put the bloody the Yagi up there, Larry, over.
Oh yeah, I know it is. I know a friend of mine got his quad. He had a 6 element that he had up. He got his tangled up in the in a pine tree. He got the reflector wire tied up in a tree in the backyard, and he knew it was going to happen. He knew it was real close, and you know, as long as the wind wasn't blowing, it wasn't really that big of a problem because, I mean, the wire would barely clear the tree. But it turned out he was out there talking one night and a few years back, and, you know, it's a little breezy over here in the evenings. And so the tree was kind of rocking back and forth a little bit, and it got caught up in the wires back there. And what he ended up doing was, you know, he was trying to shake it loose and stuff, and he got this bright idea that he would turn the RF power up a little bit and see if he could burn it out of there. And sure enough, he cranked that thing up pretty far, pretty way up there. But he actually ended up catching the tree on fire outside QSL.
Hey, QSL. Oh, Christ, I've never heard that one before, Larry, but, oh, crikey, it sounds good, mate. But, hey, listen, I'll just turn the amplifier on there for a minute. I'm only running steam there at the moment. Just tell me, I'll just DQ and then I'll switch it on and see if I actually do pick up on signal a bit there, Larry, over.
Yeah, okay, well, right now there's a little bit of QSB out there, so you're kind of floating between maybe S1 and S3. You know, audio is perfect on this side, real nice, clean and loud, but the signal-wise, it's kind of, you know, with the QSB out there, it's between a S1 and S3 QSL.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Right, I'll just put the amplifier in here, Larry. Would have picked it up much for you there, over?
That right there was pretty much a solid 6.7 over here, about a S6, S7. Pretty stable. Although it was a short key, so you know, I don't know if the QSB will drop it down a little bit, but that right there was a solid S6, S7 QSL.
Okay, QSL there, Larry. Yeah, no, I don't usually use it all the time there, but yeah, I've still got it running there now. So there was a big difference then from sort of the 1 up to a 6 then, Larry, over.
Oh yeah, big difference there. And right there, there was a little bit of a fade in that go over right there, and it probably dipped down about maybe a S4. So pretty much figure between an S4 and S7 with the QSB, and before it was between a 1 and a 3 over here. So definitely a difference on this side in the receive QSL.
Okay, QSL, Larry. Yeah, well, that's just a little bit more. Helps me out there every now and then. But I tell you what, the difference with that big quad of yours, the gain on that quad there, running 100 watts, mate, is fantastic this way.
Oh yeah, it definitely works. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this antenna here. The only thing is, like up here, my you know, the match on the antenna is a little high, and I could probably go up there and you know, fold it a little bit, but then, you know, I would lose the bottom side of it. This one here just doesn't have the bandwidth that I'm looking for. But excuse me. But I knew that going into it, so it wasn't really an issue. And the thing is, though, you know, the SWR doesn't really affect the gain of the antenna. It's just how your equipment sees the antenna with you know, forward watts and reflected watts and stuff. But I actually tried that on some of those programs too. I purposely put kind of knocked the antennas out of tune just to see what it would do to the gain, and it actually didn't change nothing until you got a long ways away from you know, the center design frequency. But so a little bit of match or SWR there doesn't really affect the gain a whole lot. So it's you know, pretty happy with this antenna. Just the other one, it should work a little bit better, and the other one's about another let's see, what was it? The other one was about it's almost another 3 dB gain, so it should make a difference too, QSL.
Hey, QSL on the 3D, the extra 3 dB, you said that'd be fantastic there, Larry. But yeah, no, I was just mucking around here just then there. I just got out the pool. Actually, it's pretty warm down here today. I'm just tidying up the shack and bits and pieces, and heard you call out there a couple of times, so I thought I'd put a call out and QSY. But we're off down to nearly down to Sydney tomorrow. It's about a 3-hour drive tomorrow morning. We're leaving here at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a big field day, a big amateur field day. So everyone gets there and sells all the old equipment and all the brand new equipment. So that's what's on tomorrow, Larry, over.
Oh, that ought to be pretty good. Yeah, we kind of have we have a lot of swaps over here. This time of year, they don't actually, probably about another month or so we'll start having them again. You know, they kind of stop them in the wintertime, even though it hasn't rained much over here, so not really that big, and it hasn't been that cold either, so it hasn't really been that big of an issue. But we usually have them you know, once or twice a month over this way. But But it's always a good thing too, especially if they don't have them too often. And chances are there'll be some good pieces out there. But one of those things about it, you don't really, if you don't go, you don't know what you're missing. So it's, but that ought to be a good, thing. Ought to be real, ought to be pretty good, QSL.
Yeah, QSL there, Larry. Here it's the Amateur Field Day, West Lakes Amateur Field Day. It's on down, it's nearly to Sydney, so it's a pretty big drive in the morning. So, all the amateurs are there and bits and pieces and old gear, new gear, like I said, and you meet all those faces you don't see from year to year. So, yeah, it's only on once a year there, Larry, so I'll probably run into Easy there. 351, I know Easy quite well, and a lot of the other boys down around the Sydney area. So, no, it's a good day there, Larry, over.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Especially if it's only once a year. There's a few they have to the east of me, and they actually have one coming up on I forgot if it's coming up next month, and it's the area that it's in. They only do it once a year there also, and then there's another one they have in Sacramento to the east of me. That's about maybe 60 miles to the east. They have one there. I forgot exactly when it is, but they have one up there that's once a year too. And so those ones are pretty good. They got pretty good, turnout with the crowd, and a lot of equipment out there too. There's always a lot of good deals to be had. The thing is, you got to get out there early though and catch it. Catch the deals though. But yeah, that ought to be good. If you see Easy out there, tell him I said hello, QSL.
Hey, QSL, Larry, I definitely will be. I was talking to Easy about 2 or 3 nights ago. Easy is 2 hours to the west of me, 2 hours to the west, so we all meet there. And like I said, I'm leaving here at 4 o'clock in the morning to get down there. A couple of the mates have got a stall, so they're selling some gear. So I'll probably sit around their little stall there and have a yarn and wander around myself, Larry.
Oh yeah. Well, that ought to be all good. And let's see over there. It's like. Let's see, what is it? It's about, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on that side?
No, it's 1:30 at the moment. Yeah, 1:30 Saturday afternoon, Larry.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was just making sure. Well, I knew it wasn't late over there, but I didn't want to hold you in case you had to get out of there. But yeah, that ought to be a good thing. Hopefully there'll be some conditions on out there somewhere on one of these bands. Anyways, it'll be that'll be a pretty fun little gig. Be yeah. So on with the let's see, with the field days down that way, are they going to set up any field stations out there? I mean, is it do you know if it's going to be at a park or somewhere in town, or how's the setup down there going to be?
It's actually at the Wyong racetrack. It's at a big horse racing track. So yeah, all the stalls are there. But the boys that I'm going down there with, they usually set up an antenna up near the fence and have a radio and bits and pieces going. So they mainly hang around about here around the 500 mark there, Larry, over.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll be cool. Maybe tomorrow, because let's see, I should be. Yeah, I should be around the band. I'll probably be around the band most of the day. I don't think I got a whole lot to do, but yeah, that'll be a good thing. Because I've been hearing you guys down that way pretty early in the day. Usually we get a lot of it, this time of day or later. But I know the couple of days that I've been home, anyways, recently I've been picking you guys up down that way pretty early in the daytime here. So I'm guessing it's real early in the morning over there, but yeah, that'd be a good thing. I'll every so often I'll spin the antenna back down your way and give a couple calls and see if anybody down that way is listening. QSL.
Hey, QSL there, Larry. Yeah, definitely do that for sure, mate. But on the last over there, Larry, conditions must be getting a little bit better there. You're nudging the 10 over 9 here at the moment. But yeah, never mind. But right, mate, I better go and finish these chores. I'll go and do a few jobs. The wife will be home shortly. So yeah, I only get on at the night time now up here, and I usually beam up into Europe of a night time. But during the day I'm at work, except for Saturday and Sunday, Larry, over.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like me. I got I work a 4-day shift, 4 10-hour days. So I got 3 days off in a row coming up. So I'll be around the I'll be around the band sometime. So And I might do that too. I might stick the antenna up north and see what happens up there. The X has been a little dead over here though. It hasn't really been a whole lot of real long stuff in there. It's kind of funny because on the I can hear the East Coast stateside over here talking to like say like Europe and Africa and stuff like that. But every so often I hear somebody in the Midwest doing it, but nobody on the West Coast. And then over here West Coast, late in the day getting going that way isn't going to happen. It's pretty tough, and Asia's been pretty dead, and there actually hasn't been a whole lot going on. It's been a little bit of you guys down there, and that only really recently picked up here. I don't know, the last week or two, but no, yeah, on the radio anyways, there hasn't been a whole lot going on over here in California, but I don't know. Hopefully that'll change. But anyways, I'll let you get to it, and I'll be. I got to do a couple things too before it gets dark over here, and it's almost there now, so we'll see. But and I'll maybe I'll catch you out there tomorrow. Mr. Jeff, 43 Sugar Delta 268 says 2 Echo Tango 006, and I'll catch you out here later on.
Hey, QSL, Larry, not a problem for that. I'm just looking at a cluster here now, and there's not much happening at all there. It's sort of maybe a bit of Brazil into Mexico, Panama, Brazil, not much Australia really, a bit of South Korea, but that's about it there, Larry. So, righto, mate, I'll give you 73s as well, and I'll definitely be listening out there tomorrow, and I might hear you out there and I'll give you a shout out of the mobile or down at the field day there, Larry. So, 2 Echo Tango 006, 43 Sugar Delta 268, 73s there, Larry.
All right, Jeff, I'll catch you out here later. Yeah, that'll be good. If I get a grip on you guys at the field day, I'll make a video and stick it up there. All right, Jeff, I'll catch you out here later on. I'm QRT.
Okay, I think it was 2 Lima Victor 762 question mark. Go ahead. QSL, I got at that time. Okay, 2 Lima Victor 76. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, 43 Sugar Delta 268. The personal name this way is Jeff, like Juliet Echo Double Foxtrot, and we are 300 kilometres north of the city of Sydney, and my house is right on the Pacific Ocean. Over. QSL, like I said to Larry there, it's only on once a year, so everyone meets and has a cup of coffee or a steak sandwich or something like that and swaps the equipment or buys some bits and pieces to rebuild a radio. So, yeah, that's what's on tomorrow. Over. Okay, no, I think it might have finished there. You faded right out on me, but I'll give you 73s. Thank you for the call, and maybe we'll do it again. So 2 Lima Victor 76 43 Sugar Delta 268, 73s, mate. Thank you very much, sir.